Howdy Ho YouTube. Jon-Luke Vgc here. Still sick. Yes, I am still ill, but I'm better. I sound better, I think. As I say, it's like cough. Hello. So, what's on the docket for today? The Thornhill League Challenge, which is in Thornhill, Ontario, had an interesting winner. It was Vince De Vera with this Giratina Origin team. And I went, wow, that looks really fun. It has some cool Pokemon on it. I want to give it a go. And luckily, somebody posted what we believe to be the rental. That was, let me find it. I got to give proper credit to everyone involved. That was, of course, Okotski1222 on Twitter. So thank you so much. So today we're going to use it. We're going to use this team. It looks really fun. Let's take a quick look at it. So we have Giratina Origin, Terrafire, Levitate with Grisiasaur, Core, because that's required to have this form, with Poltergeist, Breaking Swipe, Shadow Sneak, and Protect. Max Attack Adamant, a little bit of speed, and a little bit of bulk, mostly defense. We have Whimsicott, Tera Ghost, Focus Sash, Prankster, with Moonblast, Helping Hand, Tailwind, and Endeavor. Max speed, max special attack. Nothing to talk about too much there. An interesting take, we have Tera Ghost, Choice Band, Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Unseen Fist with Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Ice Spinner, and Terra Blast. No U-turn. It makes me sad. I don't really like to see U-turn on this, but everything else makes some sense. Ice Spinner I'm a little confused by because you already have Ice Spinner on Chien-Pao, which we'll talk about later, but still a useful move. Yeah, this thing hits like a truck. It's insane. Jolly, max speed because you already have the boost with the Choice Band, so just kind of keep that one in mind. A very standard Terra, Cornerstone, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Terra Rock, obviously, Cornerstone Mask, Sturdy with Ivy Cudgel, Horde Leech, Follow Me, and Spiky Shield. Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly. Absolutely nothing to talk about there. Because the Focus Sash is taken up by Whimsicott, you have Tera Ghost Chien-Pao with Life Orb, Sword of Ruin, with Ice Spinner, Crunch, Ice Shard, and Protect. I like Ice Shard as an addition onto this a lot. It does things that you really don't expect it to do. Jolly, max speed. Again, there's not really a ton to talk about this set. And finally, the other weird mon, we have Okidogi, Tera Dark Assault Vest, Toxic Chain, which, that's not true, actually, sorry, it's not Toxic Chain, it's Guard Dog, with Drain Punch, Poison Jab, Knockoff, and Upper Hand. A lot of attack, 124 Adamant, 172 HP, and then 204 speed, hits 126. I believe to always outspeed Incineroars. Yeah. Team looked like it was cooking. So how do you utilize the team? I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I didn't practice a ton with it beforehand, so we're going to see. But off rip, I mean, Whimsicott plus damage dealers sounds really good. You have Whimsicott, maybe Urshifu, to just start dealing a ton of damage with Surging Strikes. Whimsicott Giratina for Breaking Swipe. Whimsicott Okidogi, Okidogi Chien-Pao. For the most part, I feel like you're going to lead Whimsicott plus partner or Chien-Pao plus partner, depending on if you need the speed control or not, considering 5 of the 6 mons on this team are physical. Okidogi has Tera Dark, which is kind of nice. I will say that that's not so uncommon that you can totally pick people up by surprise, but some people aren't going to be aware, which is cool. You also have the tech move of Upper Hand, which flinches an opponent that attempts to go for a priority move. And that even deals damage, so it can really hurt like an opposing Incineroar trying to go for fake outs. I don't get to use it a lot. Upper Hand is pretty common on Okidogi, so people are pretty scared to go for that fake out, which is good in its own right, but just the threat of Upper Hand alone kind of does quite a bit of work for you. What are the weaknesses of the team? So when I played the matches, Calyrex Ice Rider feels nigh impossible. I'm not going to lie. It feels like almost impossible to win against Calyrex Ice Rider with this team. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3 Pokemon weak. You only have 1 resistance, and it's locked in. And other Trick Room sweepers, particularly Psychic and Fairy types, Hard Wall Urshifu really commonly. As well, Tera Ghost is common on Choice Scarf Urshifu, so if people have anticipated that's what you have, they will go for the Shadow Balls from a Flutter Mane into it and Oko it. So just keep that one in mind. All in all, I won't say too much on the team until we get into the battles, but it does not feel as intuitive to pilot as maybe I thought it would. So you might need to get a decent chunk of practice with it. Yeah, I think the team is fun, and it has some really cool Pokemon, and I'm excited to show you guys these battles today. So I won't talk any more on it, as talking makes me worse. So thank you so much for watching. Rental and PokePaste is in the description down below. And if you would like to help me out, please like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the battles. Okay. We have Amoonguss, Ogerpon, Iron Hands, Porygon 2, Grimmsnarl, and Terapagos. I'm assuming that this is Calm Mind setup Terap. I mean, you have the Amoonguss, which is pretty telling for that. I mean, you have double redirection, you have Fake Out, and you have Screens, plus possible Trick Room. They don't have Intimidate, so I don't know, but Okidogi does feel pretty good. Giratina feels pretty good. I don't necessarily feel the need for Whimsicott because I'm probably faster with most of my stuff. Especially because I'm Jolly Ursh. I do definitely want Urshifu to break through with Surging Strikes though. And Cornerstone feels good. So like Cornerstone... Let's do this. Yeah, I'm really thinking about what I have to bring. I don't think this is an Okidogi game necessarily, especially if I'm going to have Urshifu. But Giratina also helps to answer the physical attackers because I resist them all and I can just start breaking swiping stuff. Okay, so Porygon 2 and Grimmsnarl. Your attack rose, which is fine. Okay. So I can't really stop screens no matter what. I can't really stop Trick Room either. It's actually a pretty bad lead for me, so... I think I'm actually just going to swap into Urshifu. Reflect, which is fine. How much does this do? With a crit, a nice chunk, but I can't stop the Trick Room. Okay. Amoonguss isn't my favorite. So I need to keep you alive. I think I just want a Spiky Shield. Surging Strikes into Grimmsnarl. Straight hits of Thunder. Oh, I survived though. No foul play is good. Gonna take a little chip damage from that. Surviving that Thunder is pretty massive. Not getting the special attack drop is huge. That's fine. I do KO the Grim. That's good. So no light screen is up. Thought they might have Thunderbolt. Going for Thunder is really risky there. I mean, it's only 70% accurate. But that's okay. So who comes in? Amoonguss. Cool. Who do I have in the back? Chien-Pao? I'm actually fine here then for... I'm assuming that you have Terapagos in the back, right? So I'm actually kind of fine to Ivy... No, I don't want to do that. Ivy Cudgel Porygon. And swap into Giratina. I don't think Giratina is doing too much in this match. Actually, thinking back to it, I really maybe shouldn't have brought it at all. So if they put it to sleep, that's fine. My biggest fear here is they Pollen Puff into their Porygon. But I don't think a double up... Okay, yeah, perfect. They get the poison, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. But actually, that's pretty good because now they can't put me to sleep. Okay, actually, I'm really not upset about that in the slightest. Because now I don't care about Amoonguss at all. And another crit. Insanely lucky on my part. It's unfortunate that it's a normal type. Okay, so like... I guess I can just Ivy Cudgel Porygon. How many more turns of Trick Room are there? I don't want to give them a free opportunity to heal. And Urshifu in the back handles this, so I actually think I want to get rid of you. So I'm going to do this and this. That's fine. A crit, pretty unlucky. Ice Beam. Does this KO? Yeah, that crit probably mattered. Actually, that's really unfortunate. I'm gonna deal damage with it to its Rocky Helmet. Doesn't do very much. Very physically bulky. So I still have Chien-Pao. I really want that close combat. So I think what I do here... Okay, I think I see the vision. I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Shard into Porygon. And Poltergeist the Amoonguss again. Then what I can do is Shadow Sneak. Even if they Spore. They should use Tera on Terapagos. And then Banded Close Combat should handle the rest. I think is what I need to do. Okay, that's fine. That's actually really good for me. Oh, so they don't have Terapagos. That's huge. Yo, that's massive. I get a free Poltergeist off. Doesn't do very much, but that's okay. I wonder why they didn't bring Terap. It's actually really good into my comp. Okay. So now we can just start dealing additional damage here. So I'm just going to go ahead and protect. I could Tera. I don't really see a need. And I don't see how they threaten me all that much. I want to Beta Tera out. So I'm just going to do this. Okay. No Fake Out's interesting. I'm going to take a little bit of extra damage. Thunder Punch. Insane, but okay. And Pollen Puff. I mean, that's fine. This Amoonguss is the problem here. I think I'm happy to Ice Spinner the Amoonguss to get rid of it. And just Breaking Swipe again. It's a really interesting play on their part. But I do think that As long as I survive here. Perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better turn. I'm also curious why they never Tera. That's fine, and I take a little Life Orb chip, but now I get an additional Breaking Swipe to make you -2. It doesn't even KO. So that's fine. Really interesting play from them. So I guess I'm just happy to Ice Spinner. It's gonna do more. 60 Poltergeist. I think the Ice Spinner will do enough to get it in range of like a close combat or something. Even if I miss the Poltergeist. Okay, I don't. Yeah. Okay, so they Drain Punch, which is really odd. I'm curious why they didn't do that first. Maybe they were predicting the Tera. Which makes sense. Okay, okay. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit. Do I survive this? Yes, okay. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit. Oh, they had Reflect up that whole time, I forgot. They were anticipating me to Tera Ghost those turns, which makes a lot of sense, actually, so I should have been a little rid of that. So I go for Surging Strikes because it doesn't have an immunity, and we go for Shadow Sneak. The game's basically locked up. Yeah, GG's to my opponent. I guess maybe if they were Tera Ghost and I go for the Shadow Sneak, then that KOs, so it's still fine there, but going for the close combat, and they go Tera Ghost would be really bad for me, because then they could KO the Ursh, and if, let's say, Shadow Sneak for some reason doesn't KO it, then I lose. But you can't be immune to a water type move, and then even if you go like Tera Water or Tera Grass, with how much health they had left, I'm sure the double up of Banded Surging Strikes plus the Shadow Sneak would KO the Iron Hands. So really good game to my opponent. Now that I'm thinking back on it, I get the Thunder Punch play now, predicting the Tera Ghost, so I shouldn't have been so quick to judge that option. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, interesting team. I'm really surprised they didn't bring Terap, though. Terap actually felt really strong to my comp. Sorry, as you can tell. I'm sure I say it in the intro. But Terap actually felt really strong to my comp, particularly Giratina. So, I'm a bit curious as to why they didn't. But it is what it is. It made my life a whole lot easier. If I'd known that, maybe I wouldn't have been so precarious with keeping the Ursh alive, because after that it didn't matter super duper much. So really good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. Okay, we have Zacian, Fluttermane, Dragonite, Urshifu, Whimsicott, and Blood Moon Ursaluna. So what are they gonna lead? I could see like Whimsicott, Fluttermane, or Fluttermane Zacian. I actually do like Giratina for this, kind of. Especially to wall the Dragonite in the end. If I can get the leg up on him turn 1, that'd be pretty cool. Chien-Pao is good. And Giratina in the back, I think. Ogerpon isn't bad. Okidogi I'm not in love with. Let's do these 4. I think you can kind of make an argument for any of the Pokemon that I have on the team. So we'll see. It makes me feel better. I've been playing the testing out this team for a while, and I saw some other people playing, and they were all like, these are our worst finishes ever. Okay. Great minds think alike. I think they Tailwind. I told myself that you have to play this team really aggressively, but I'm actually going to be silly Mobilly Momilly here and not Tailwind yet. Hey, perfect. Actually, that's huge. Hold on. Poison Jab. Also, your Scarf. Scarf Poison Jab. Don't poison? Aw, oh, come on. That's really unlucky. Okay. Well, we're actually still doing fine here. Okay. I go down. No, this isn't the worst. This is not the worst. So I go into Chien-Pao. Okay. If Chien-Pao goes down, that's fine. I'm gonna Ice Shard, Tera Ghost, and Surging Strikes. So there's no Tera on Whims, which is cool. Well, Whimsicott goes down. What do you go for? Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I survived with Urshifu handily. Urshifu has like no bulk, so it handled that pretty well. It's just a neutral hit. Yep. So no speed control on their end, which is good. Still have Tera. I'm curious if that even KO'd, actually. Giratina. Because it didn't do half. It's super effective, wouldn't have done a full health bar. Okay. I still probably lose. And the Surging Strikes, right? Yeah. Okay. Slower with both. But you Behemoth Blade. Yeah. How much does Poltergeist do? Do we think a Shadow Sneak does it? That's my question. 110. I guess we find out together. I certainly... Yeah. No! And they miss! What? No, they missed! Yes! Oh no! Giratina, you weren't enough! But neither were you, Zacian! Not the miss! Oh no! Oh, man, that was really lucky. That was really lucky. I'm sure that player up KO, dog. +1 stab from a Zacian. My own attack stat's only 120. It's a neutral hit. Or was my defense 100? Yeah, man. There's no way I survived that player up, dog. There's no way. It's so dumb. Good game to my opponent. I stole that from you. Let's do another one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have Weezing Calyrex. Calyrex Shadow Weezing, Dozogiri, Ogerpon, Roaring Moon. So... Giratina's pretty good. Actually, is it though? Like, no. I mean, kind of. Leading Weezing is always the unfortunate part. What do I have that answers Weezing well? Nothing really, right? Not Okidogi. Okidogi's good for most of this, so I think I'll lead it. Cornerstone. Whimsicott. Giratina, I think. I guess. I don't really know. For this team comp, I don't know how we do it. Let's see. Kali Weezing. Okay. So I can... Like, is the Tera Dark Knock-Off super obvious? That's my question. Because I don't mind, like, Tera Dark Knock-Off for Spiky Shield. Or do I double down the Weezing? I mean, I can always double down the Weezing next turn. Yeah, let's do this. To catch them by surprise. That's the whole reason I didn't want to lead something like Giratina, because it's obvious that I'm able to go for the Shadow Sneak. But I do feel that, like, Tera Dark Knock-Off Okidogi is uncommon. So it could be guessed. Okay. So first things first, no Tera on their end, which is pretty massive. Do they protect? No. Okay. That's huge. They sub, though. Okay, that really sucks. Well, I stopped the sub at least. And toxic spikes. Okay. So they should protect Calyrex this turn, right? At least that's my thought. Or do they go for another sub? I don't know. So normally they're going to run like Astral Barrage plus Psychic Move on these sets. So they might not be able to actually hit the Okidogi. Yeah, okay, cool. So you're going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. So I'm just going to double into the... Use Citrus? No. Is this KO? No. That really stinks. And there's the Poison Gas. That's the thing, too. It's like, sometimes these mods just aren't picking up the KOs that I need them to, dog. Like, this is really unfortunate, but... I'm curious if they just go for another sub, or if they go for damage. I think I'm actually fine to double the Cali slot here, because they can't KO me with just the Cali if they attack. If they go for the sub, then I KO it. Dozogiri. Oh, great. Does this mean you're swapping into Dozo Bozo? Yeah. Okay. I have Endeavor Whims, so I'm fine, actually. But I need to get Okidogi out of here. I need it to basically win the endgame. I brought Chien-Pao, didn't I? Maybe. But still, I need it pretty bad. So... I did not. Oh, but I have Shadow Sneak, so if I can bait Tera, we're okay. So I'm just gonna swap into Whimsicott and go for a Horn Leech, expecting a Protect. But then I can Tailwind Horn Leech again, and then I can Endeavor Ivy Cudgel after they get me down to 1 HP. Oh crap, they got the spikes up, I forgot. Yeah. I might go for Ivy Cudgel then to try and get a crit, expecting the Tera. So I really don't want to... Because Dondozo can't really hit me with anything meaningful anyways. I don't really want to reveal Endeavor yet. Let's just do this. Yeah, there's the Tera. Just about what I expected. What's the Tera? Grass. Okay. So this is pretty good. Not the end of the world here. It'll be kind of a grog of a match, though. No crit. Oh, that stinks. Okay. And of course they would have Heavy Slam. That's like worst case scenario. Normally they run like... Wow, that really sucks. Yeah, I think I lose now. Because normally they run like Order Up, Earthquake, Wave Crash. I'm gonna go you now. Because I don't touch the ground, which means I don't get poisoned with Levitate. So they don't normally run Heavy Slam, so them running Heavy Slam is really bad. I don't think I can win without getting, like, pretty lucky. So I'm just gonna go Poltergeist. The question is do I Horn Leech myself to get recovery? Like, because they're totally gonna protect here, right? Yeah. Just to get a little bit of health back. Man, that really, yeah, that is worst case scenario. If they didn't have Heavy Slam, I thought we were in a fine enough position. Poltergeist. Heavy Cudgel. I need a crit. No crit. It's a decent little bit, but yeah, that order up's gonna hurt. Defense rise, yeah, that doesn't matter. I mean, I'm going for crits here. So I'll survive another poison tick pretty easily. So I just do this again. Okay. Do I crit? No. Less of a chance here. Nope. Yeah, that stinks. That's really upsetting. Them specifically having Heavy Slam there is what cost me. I mean, there's no world where I can win now, right? I think I just forfeit. Because I'm slower now. They can just keep protecting to stall for poison. That's kind of my qualm with this team. The Okidogi and the Giratina, they just don't deal the damage you need them to opposing Pokemon. That's really a problem. Plus so many opportunities to miss. But yeah, I think that specifically that tech move put us in a lot of trouble. I just wasn't anticipating the Heavy Slam. As I said, most of them run Order Up, Earthquake, and Wave Crash plus Protect, so I was not expecting that additional move. Choice, just smart tech for an instance like this. I mean, Endeavor Whimsicott isn't common, but it isn't super uncommon. But yeah, that's just really upsetting because I think we had a lot more opportunity for a really interesting, exciting game if we were able to play past the Dozo. And I was excited to kind of do that. So good game to my opponent. And that happens sometimes. Let's do another one. Okay. Calyrex Shadow Rider in DD. Tyranitar, Ectodrill, Urshifu, Tornadus. Indeedee is really tough for this team. It's like a real problem. With Sandchip too. Like if they lead, so I could lead Whimsicott, Ursh, but then I get pretty cooked if they lead Indeedee Calyrex, right? I mean, I lose almost. Maybe we'll see. I think this is what I lead here. But like Giratina's matchup into Calyrex Shadow Rider gets a ton worse when I can't Shadow Sneak it. Like, I guess I do this. I think. With Tera on Dogi. Like, I don't have a clear answer into the team comp, you know? I think over the course of the matches, you can tell that I do not like this team very much. Okay. So how fast does Excadrill get? So I'm 163. I'm faster. I'm jolly. So I can just Tailwind. And Surging Strikes. And if they Terra the... Perfect. That's fine. I'm willing to make this trade. Yeah, into Urshifu probably. Yeah, this will KO for sure. Actually, Urshifu is pretty solid. No, never mind. This is a pretty good trade to make, I think. Now I have a Tailwind up. So who do they bring in? I go Dogi. Chien-Pao might have been better here as the bring. Indeedy. That's okay. I mean, we just double the Deeters. With Moonblast. Tera Dark Knock-Off. I can't allow a Trick Room. Well, I don't necessarily... No, they would, because I would be faster than CSR anyways. Little chap. Yo, who do they got in the back? Please tell me they have CSR in the back. I'm so sorry. Even if they have they shouldn't have Sash on this team because they have Sandstorm. So Terra Blast shouldn't do it to him. Chien-Pao might have been a better bring here. Still is over half. Jeez Louise. I have Giratina in the back though, so we should be good. Especially because they've Terra'd now. Oh, but they don't have an item anymore. So I think I still double Deeters. Knockoff does half the damage now. Okay, cool. And Okidogi goes down. Like, look at how so clearly good of a matchup we're having right now, and I'm still down to my last two. So I'm sure that I have less HP than this thing. I am a bit tempted to Endeavor and Breaking Swipe. How many more turns of Sand are there? 2. I don't have Protect. Whatever it is, I think Endeavor will do more. Let's just Breaking Swipe to reduce its damage. Yeah, that's definitely doing more than Moonblast. Oh, okay, yeah, we got this in the bag then. I am curious as to what its item is. So I do hope that it lets me Poltergeist this turn to see. No, they don't. I was under the item. On a team comp like that, I would assume Assault Vest. But you could see Choice Band. We've seen Choice Scarf pop up a little bit sometimes in Best of 1 tech. I don't think that would be impossible either. But yeah, so really good game to my opponent. That eject pack really came in to bite them in the bud. Allowing me to just get that free KO. Otherwise, then I had to play some mind games with like, do they protect? You know what I mean? Because if I KO the Indeedee and then CSR comes out, does the team... Does it have Protect? Like, is it Specs? What's the item? We saw the... I knocked off the item, but I don't remember what it was. So... Dang, I should look back. I'll look back and put a note in here. But I still wouldn't have known. So I'd have had to have guessed the item, which would have caused a whole other layer of stuff. We'll find out, but good game to my opponent. Cool team. It reminds me of the team I featured from Nico that did the Titar Lycanroc Choice Specs CSR with Dozo, which was cool. So let's do one more. All right. We have Koraidon. Cornerstone Ogerpon, Umbreon, Entei, Raging Bolt, and Fluttermane. So Sun makes this bad for Urshifu. It might be Scarf Eruption Entei. I'm not gonna lie. I want a Tailwind here. What do I want to use for basically anything else? Probably Ogerpon, right? With you. Well, do I want Chien-Pao or do I want Okidogi? I think I want Okidogi for Umbreon. And I kind of like don't want to bring Giratina at all, but I need to. It disappoints me so. Giratina, you make me sad. Okay, let's see. Perfect, to find enough. This could be Scarf Eruption Entei. I ain't waiting to find out. Tailwind. Ivy Cudgel. I ain't playing the game. I ain't getting got by whatever this Entei wants to do. It could be Scarf Eruption. And I'm not messing around with it. It's gone. It's done. Now yawn me away. Here you go. Yeah, you're yawning me. You're tired. You're making me tired. I knew it. Not playing around with Scarf Eruption Entei. Here comes Koraidon. Oh, I should have put my thing. I won't get political here. You Terra Fire pretty obviously, right? I think so. I'm gonna Moonblast you. Swap into the Dogi. Okay, that was pretty obvious. So now I can Moonblast you. Bonk. Nice little chunk. Chunka Wonka. Okay. You should Terra Fire here, right? Not really sure why they made that play. But this is a free Moonblast. Kind of wish I had gone... Well, I mean, Giratina wouldn't do it either. I mean, I have tons of answers into this thing. And you're obviously gonna... Terra here. I'm gonna double this. Called it. Where's that Terra Fire, baby? I can get rid of everything else. Citrus. Uncommon, but not unheard of. You're used to seeing safety goggles on this thing. Good night. Flame Charge. It's fine. Ouch. That's fine. I need to get rid of Koraidon's friends more than anything else. Fury and Blitz. And then Ogerpon handles Koraidon. So who else do I have in the back? Giratina? Perfect. So I'm just going to Moonblast, Fury and Blitz. I'll Drain Punch it, even though I don't think I'll get the attack off. I just want to get damage into it so I can Shadow Sneak or Poltergeist later. Because I do kind of hard wall Koraidon with Giratina, which is pretty good. Nice little Chunka-Wunka. That is a slow Koraidon. Jeez Louise. Take me down to Sush. It's fine. Oh, interesting choice there. Curious why you would do that. There's so many good electric type moves. Why would you put Discharge on Raging Bolt? I just go here. Ogerpon's my win con now. So now you're normal speed +2, but you can't really do anything to Giratina. So I think a Breaking Swipe and a Drain Punch is fine, so I don't risk a miss. How fast is Giratina? 114. So I could be slower than this, but normally AV Bolt is slowish. Nice. I get the bolts. Okay, that's GG's then. They can't win. So I go you. But Giratina pretty well hard walls the Koraidon. So I can just Poltergeist and Ivy Cudgel. I do not want to Tera. I do not want to lose Sturdy. Very specifically do not want to Tera there, or else I go down. And then it's what we call a throw. And then bonk. Ivy Cudgel takes the Koraidon. Good game to my opponent. The Discharge, I think, was not the move, personally. I don't think having Discharge on Raging Bolt at all is the move, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm always thinking about Electroweb, Thunderclap, Thunderbolt, and Volt Switch. Never have I been like, you know what sounds good? Discharge, so... Still a cool team. I like the hyper offense variant, but it does seem Giratina does pretty well at hard walling the standard clear amulet Koraidon set. But if they have, obviously, if they have loaded dice scale shot, you're in for a treat. So just beware of that one. But good game to my opponents. I'm done with this team. Let's hop into the outro. All right, everyone, that is the team. So what are my thoughts? Well, I don't like it. I don't. Is it a skill issue? Maybe. It might be. It totally could be a skill diff, but I don't get it. I don't get how to use it very well. It does not have my favorites. I like most of the Pokemon on here. I don't like the sets. It does not fit me. Congratulations. Who won with it? Hang on. Let me pull up the tweet. To Vince De Vera for winning the Thornhill League Challenge with this. You are better than me at this game. I will be honest, I did 10 overall battles, and I only won 4 of them. I went 4 and 6. That's not very good. So, but we all have those teams, and we all have those days, so it's okay. I'm not upset about it. Overall, good games to my opponents. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to try it out for yourself, I'll have the rental and the Pokebase down in the description below. That is totally up to you. But if you would like to further support me, you can like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. And most of all, just remember that you are appreciated. I'm gonna go stick a bunch of fluids up my nose now. Peace!